my name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups and we're on episode 93. I've got lots of things that I want to share with you today. I have had the chance to do lots of sewing, so I can't wait to share with you what I've been busy sewing. I've got some fabric to share with you and then a pattern that I want to talk about. Before I dive into all of that, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. And I'm wearing quite an old make, but I wanted to wear something quite bright. It's a bit of a grey kind of dull day in London today. So I wanted something bright and colourful, but also something that was nice and comfortable and cosy. So I popped on one of my Tabitha t-shirt dresses, and it's a pattern that's in one of the Tilly and the Buttons books. I've got the book here, the Make It Simple book, and it's called the Tabitha t-shirt drawstring dress. So you can make the t-shirt or you can turn it into a drawstring dress, and that's what I've done and that's what I'm wearing. So I will put pictures in so you can see what the dress looks like, but that's the pattern, and I'll just show you the line drawing so you can see. It's a really straightforward pattern to sew up, and it comes together in a couple of hours. They estimate the sewing time of 2 hours 20 minutes and roughly takes me a couple of hours. That's not the line drawings, sorry. Those are the line drawings, just so you can see. So really simple sort of t-shirt shape on top, really straightforward, almost like a pencil skirt kind of style skirt on the bottom, and then you've got the drawstring across the middle. I can't remember where I got this fabric from. I think I got it from one of the knitting and stitching shows a few years ago. I haven't been to one of those shows for a long time. Short sleeves, you've got the drawstring across the middle. The skirt is quite straightforward. As you can see, it's quite straight, and then it stops just below my knees. That is what I'm wearing today. So where possible, I'll put in images of products I'm talking about, or line drawings if I haven't got the patterns and things to share with you. And I'll also try and link everything down below. With the fabrics, if they're in stock, then I'll link the exact fabrics, but if they're not, I'll just link the website where I bought the fabrics from. I'll go back on my Instagram and see if I can remember where I got this fabric from, because I probably tagged the shop that I got this fabric from, but it was many years ago. So I'll start by sharing some earrings that have arrived. I talked about these earrings last weekend. Lola had ordered some via me, some Christmas earrings from Sapphire Frills. We absolutely love their earrings and they've arrived, so I thought I'd show them to you. So we went for these gorgeous clouds that have got snowflakes on them. So the clouds are like a shimmery grey, and then the snowflakes are glittery. They're so pretty. Then we went for Christmas puddings, and I love these Christmas puddings. Again, they're sort of slightly glittery, super cute. And then she wanted a pair of earrings that she could wear to school, so we've just gone for some studs that are cute little robins. And then I subscribed to their small business subscription box that comes, and in that there was some really cute Christmas earrings. So we've got 4 pairs of Christmassy earrings that we can wear in the month of December as well. The next thing I normally share in my videos are things that I've been sewing up, but I'm going to share the fabrics first because I've used both of these fabrics this week to sew up 2 dresses, one for Lola and one for me. So I'll share the fabrics first. They're fabrics I talked about last weekend, but they hadn't arrived. And I was really hoping that they would arrive this week, because I really wanted to get 2 dresses sewn up, one for Lola and one for myself, and I've managed to do that. So the first fabric, well, they're both rib knit fabrics actually, but the first rib knit fabric is this gorgeous grey colourway, and this is from New Craft House. It's got really lovely stretch and recovery, and this fabric feels, well, that's double, but it does feel quite firm and quite thick. So Lola chose this fabric because she wanted me to sew her up a rib knit dress, like a roll neck dress, which she's really loving wearing at the moment. So I used the True Bias Nikko dress, and I'll share that in a second. This fabric is absolutely gorgeous quality. It feels so lovely and really cozy to wear as well. And then the other fabric I ordered for myself, and I got this from Sew Me Sunshine, and this is a slightly softer rib knit fabric in this gorgeous green colourway. It's like an emerald green, absolutely love it. This one's a bit more drapey than the fabric that I got from New Craft House. This one was from Sew Me Sunshine, slightly more lightweight, but still works really well for the pattern that I used. You can see it's got a little bit more drape to it, and it feels a little bit more kind of drapey and softer than the other fabric. Still got really good stretch and recovery, and it feels so good to wear as well. So I was waiting for those fabrics to arrive, and they did arrive. And then I've used both of those fabrics to sew up 2 dresses using the exact same pattern. So I'll show you the first one. I used the True Bias Nikko dress pattern, and I've sewn up the long sleeve version, maxi length, and it's got the slit up the sides. And this version is for Lola. If I manage to get pictures, I'll put pictures in of her wearing this. But she's really loving wearing rib knit dresses at the moment. We got a couple off Vinted, but actually what we found with the ones on Vinted was they didn't quite fit her frame properly. So that's where it came in really handy that I could sew, because I was able to use this gorgeous fabric she chose to sew up a dress that really fits her. I have chosen to size up for Lola so that she's got a bit of room, because she will be doing lots of growing over the next sort of year, 2 years. So I wanted to make sure that she could wear this dress. So it does look slightly sort of a looser fit on her at the moment, but that's so that she can get a lot of wear out of it, and she'll definitely get lots of wear out of it this autumn winter. So it's got this turtleneck sort of neckband, which is quite deep. Then we've got the long sleeve sleeves, and they are quite a narrow fit. And then it's a really straightforward sort of dress, maxi length, and then you've got the side slits at both sides as well. It does look quite long on her at the moment, but like I said, I've made sure that she's got plenty of room to grow, so she can get lots and lots of wear out of the dress over the next couple of years. So that was the dress for Lola. And then using the rib knit fabric from Sew Me Sunshine, I've used the exact same pattern to sew up a version of the dress for myself. So exactly the same as Lola's. You've got that lovely turtleneck neckband. Again, long sleeves, because it is starting to get a little bit chilly now, and they're quite slim fitting long sleeves. And then it's maxi length, but again, we've got the slits up the side. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, we've got the slits up the side there. I'm going to really enjoy wearing this. It feels so lovely. This fabric, I cannot tell you how lovely and soft this fabric feels. And this is one of my favourite shades of green. So I'm really looking forward to wearing this in the autumn winter. Probably just wear tights, and then I've got some black ankle boots that I'll probably wear with the dress as well. And if I need to, I can always chuck on a jacket or a cardigan as an extra layering piece as well. Really pleased with those. The Nikko dress comes together really quickly. If you're sewing up this version, you've got front and back bodice piece, you've got the sleeves, and then you've got the turtleneck neckband. So it sews up really quickly. I'd say the fiddliest part is sewing up the slits, just because you have to be really neat when you're turning it over, and then just making sure that you stitch and then go across there and stitch down as well. But really, really enjoyable sew, and I think Lola's going to be requesting more rib knit fabrics and plenty more of these dresses as well, because like I said, she's really enjoying wearing them. Another thing that I've managed to get sewn up this week, which I was really pleased about, I've still got it because I haven't sent it off in the post yet, but I talked about using the apron pattern, which is a collaboration between Jazzy Rose Flowers and Sew Over It, and I think it's just called the apron pattern. I bought it when it was first released because I thought it would come in really handy as a gift for somebody, and then one of my colleagues has moved to a different school, so I wanted to sew up a gift for her, but then we had Ofsted, so I just didn't get a chance to get it sewn up in time. But I spent this week getting it sewn up. It was cut out and ready to go. I just didn't get the chance to sew it up. The apron comes in sizes 6 to 30, and it's aimed at a confident beginner. And then I had this gorgeous canvas fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics with pomegranates all over it. And my friend likes gardening, but she also works with young children, so I thought an apron would come in really handy. It's going to be so tricky to show you, but I thought an apron would come in really handy as a gift. So it's a fairly open apron, but it's got this gorgeous, really tricky to show you, but this really beautiful, I just need to give it an iron because I've added that binding, this sort of crossover detail on the back. There, that's a bit easier to see. And then the front, there's an option to add a pocket. You probably can't tell because it's such a busy fabric, but I've got the pocket on the front, and I've chosen to divide the pocket into 2 sections. The pattern doesn't tell you to line the pocket, but I thought that would give a neater finish, so that's what I did. I cut out 2 of the pocket pattern pieces, and then I've just lined them, so the inside, it means that the pocket is a little bit more hard wearing, and it also, I feel, it gives a really nice finish on the inside as well. It's got really beautiful sort of curved detail to the apron as well. I put line drawings in so you can see what the detail of the apron looks like. But it was a really enjoyable sew, came together. I think I sewed it in about an hour and a half, so it's quite a speedy make if you're thinking of sewing a gift for somebody. And then it's finished with binding as well. I think from memory there's an option to line it if you want to, but I've just used binding using the same fabric as the apron. I just need to give it a really good press, and then I can fold that up and get that sent off to my friend as a little gift. I think it will come in really handy, and it's great that you've got that little pocket on the front as well. So I would definitely recommend that pattern if you're looking for a pattern to sew up gifts for people. It came together really nicely, really enjoyable sew, and the apron fits really nicely as well. The next thing that I've been sewing up, I talked about this last weekend, and it's using this gorgeous safety pin fabric that I got from a D-stash, and I wanted to use the Tilly and the Buttons Billy jumper dress pattern, and that's exactly what I've done. Here it is. I will put images in of me wearing this because this is quite a tricky dress to show. I've had it folded up as well, so I do need to give it a press. I went for the sleeves that have got that really lovely kind of poofy detail at the shoulder, and then they're gathered into a cuff at the bottom. Really voluminous sleeve, absolutely gorgeous. This fabric is so lovely and soft. It's got that fleecy texture on the inside. And then the other sleeve obviously is here with that poofy detail, and then gathered into the cuff, and then it is slightly gathered into the hemband at the bottom. Somebody left me a comment to say, can you make this dress without the hemband? But I would say you actually really do. I feel like you do need the hemband because it gives a bit of shaping at the bottom of the dress. I don't think I would sew this pattern up without that hemband if you're going to sew up the dress. I'm looking forward to wearing this. I think that fabric is really fun with the safety pins all over it. And I really love that kind of peachy blush tone to that fabric as well. So really nice, fun addition to my autumn winter wardrobe. And I again just put thick woolly tights on and then ankle boots with that dress. And then there's two more things that I've been sewing up. I've really enjoyed immersing myself in some sewing because I don't feel like I was able to really do that the week before or the week before that because of parents' evening and Ofsted, as I've talked about. So I already had this fabric cut out to sew up the Megan Nielsen Hovea jacket, and I've sewn that up a couple of times. I used that quilted tiger print fabric to sew a version up, and then Lola has claimed that for herself, and actually she really suits the jacket, so I don't mind her having that. So then I really wanted to sew one up for myself, and I had this quilted fabric in my stash from Sew Me Sunshine, and I wasn't quite sure what pattern I was going to use for this fabric. And then after I'd sewn up the Hovea for Lola, I really wanted to get it sewn up for me as well. So I cut it out. I've gone with version View C. I don't know if I've got the pattern actually. So this is the pattern, and I've gone for View C, which is this version. So it's kind of stops, I think it's mid-thigh it stops. Instead of the belt, because I didn't have enough of the fabric for the belt, I've actually gone for the version that's got the ties, and you can just see it here. That's a slightly more cropped version. I wanted to use all of this gorgeous fabric. So it's got the collar band that goes all the way around down to the bottom. What I love about this jacket is the pockets are so deep. It's amazing. So if I stand up, you can see, and then I've got the ties just here by the pockets. The pockets are so deep. They're amazing. I absolutely love them. Lola wore her jacket. We went to the cinema yesterday, and she managed to get her chocolates, like she had a like a share bag of chocolate Milky Stars. She put that in one side, she had a bottle of water in one side, and then she had my bottle of water in the other side, and then a pack of sweets as well, because I don't eat chocolate, in the pockets. And she still had room for loads of other stuff, and so they're really roomy pockets, perfect for when you go into the cinema and you want to take your own little treats. Really love the length of the sleeves, works really nicely in this sort of lightweight quilted fabric. And then, yeah, I've just popped the ties on just here, so it just brings it in and allows you to kind of close the jacket ever so slightly. I was a bit worried about this fabric and how it would be with the ties, but I think it works really nicely. Really love the length. I said mid-thigh, but actually it's more kind of towards the top of my thigh. If I stand up here, mid-thigh I would say would be about there, so it's just a little bit above there. It's a really roomy jacket, so I feel like it would go over the top of kind of jumpers and things as well, and I just think it's going to add another layering piece. Really love the roomy pockets. I think it'll be perfect for work if I want to chuck on like a loose fitting kind of extra layer over the top of maybe a jumper or something. And yeah, just a really nice jacket that I can wear out when it's not raining as well. Really love the Hovea jacket. This fabric is quite a lightweight quilted fabric. Really love that fabric though. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then on the inside it's just black. But yeah, really cozy. Feel really warm wearing this, even though it's quite a lightweight quilted fabric. And like I said, absolutely love this pattern. I've sewn this up probably 5 times now in various different weights of quilted fabric. And I think it's just a great versatile pattern. There's so many different variations. I am quite keen to sew up this cropped version. I think that's a really cute looking little jacket, maybe in some more quilted fabric. I've got a couple of pieces of quilted fabric in my stash, so maybe I'll dig one out and sew up a cropped jacket as well. But yeah, really pleased with this. It comes together really nicely actually as a pattern. I'd say the fiddliest part of this is probably the pockets, because the pockets have got a facing, and then perhaps maybe adding the collar detail. Just you have to be really precise with that. But yeah, really enjoyable sew, and I think I'm going to get loads of wear out of that jacket as well. And then the final thing that I've been busy sewing up this week is for my Felicity Fabrics blogger make, and it's the pom-pom jumper. So I'd sewed up the jumper using the Tilly and the Buttons Billy pattern, and then I just wanted to add a load of pom-poms all over Last weekend I talked about adding the pom-poms to the front, the sleeves and the back. I got tons of comments recommending or suggesting that I don't add the pom-poms to the back. So thank you for all your suggestions. You'll be pleased to hear that I didn't add the pom-poms to the back. I didn't even really think about it being uncomfortable on the back of the jumper. So I have just added them to the front of the jumper. So if I just stand up and show you, I think it's a really fun jumper, and I think I'm going to really enjoy wearing it. And then yeah, I've just kept the back plain. I've added a couple of pom-poms to the back sleeve of the jumper, but I haven't added any to the back of the jumper. Absolutely love how it's turned out. I think it's really fun. It's exactly what I had in my head, and I'm really looking forward to getting lots and lots of wear out of that really fun pom-pom jumper. So I'll link the Felicity Fabrics blog down below, and you can go and read all about how I got on with making my pom-pom jumper. But it's been so much fun, and just one of those moments where you have an idea that you've seen, it stays in your head for ages. You kind of work out how you would put that idea into practice, and then you sew it up. And that's one of the great things about being able to sew, seeing something and then being able to kind of create it and put your own kind of spin on it as well. So yeah, thank you for all your suggestions to avoid putting the pom-poms on the back of the jumper. It wasn't something that I'd really thought about. So yeah, thank you for that. I have avoided putting the pom-poms on the back of the jumper, so hopefully it'll be a really comfortable jumper to wear, and I'll get lots and lots of wear out of it. So that's everything that I've been busy sewing up this week. I've had a really enjoyable week of just immersing myself in some sewing after a couple of really busy weeks at work. I've got a couple of busy weeks coming up over the next 2 or 3 weeks, because it's getting into like Christmas market time. So I know that I'm not going to get a huge amount of time to do any sewing. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do a little bit of crochet, because I can do that kind of in between sort of baking, and I can just sit on the sofa and do a little bit of crochet. But I know that I'm not going to get a lot of time at my sewing machine. I know that I'll have lots of time over the Christmas break. So I'm just kind of planning, getting fabrics out, writing down all my ideas, so that when I do get time to sit back at my sewing machine, I will have lots of projects that I want to get sewn up. But yeah, that's why I've really enjoyed kind of sewing this week, because I know that my time's going to be really limited in the next couple of weeks. And one pattern that I know that I'm really excited about getting sewn up is the new pattern by Friday Pattern Company, and it's this. I've no idea how you say it, so I'm just going to read it as I would with anything in front of the children. I am calling it the Pogo Nip Pullover, so Pogonip pullover. It's this absolutely beautiful pattern. All of the versions of this pattern that I've seen over on Instagram are absolutely stunning. Absolutely love them. I've just ordered some fabric from Fabric Godmother, which I cannot wait to arrive, and I'm planning to use that fabric to sew up this. I'll put a picture in now of the fabric that I've ordered from Fabric Godmother. It's this really gorgeous fleece fabric, and I think it's going to work perfectly as this pattern. So it was released on Friday. They've currently got a sale on all of their patterns over on their website, and there's a code that you can use. I'll put an image in that has the code that you need to put in to get 30% off any of their patterns, and that includes the new Pogo Nip pullover pattern. So it comes in sizes extra small to 7X. In terms of the Pogo Nip pullover and sizing, it is designed to have a loose boxy fit, so it's slightly cropped with the hem hitting just above your belt line. The hem and the sleeves are brought in with elastic, making the fit adjustable and comfortable. The Pogo Nip pullover was drafted using sample measurements for a B bra cup and for a height of 5'6". In terms of recommended fabrics, it says you have a lot of options when it comes to fabric choice for the Pogo Nip pullover. It can be made from a woven or stable knit fabric. Depending on the pullover you are looking for, fabrics like French terry, velour, corduroy, linen, denim or pre-quilted fabrics would look great. And that's just to name a few of the fabrics that you can use for this pattern. So it says the Pogo Nip pullover is the perfect layer for all your outdoor adventures. It's an unlined pullover jacket that features welt pockets, a sport collar and a snap or button half front placket. It's designed for woven or stable knit fabrics, so you can have a lot of fun with your fabric choice. It looks great in everything from quilted fabrics to fleece to linen. Packing and carrying the Pogo Nip is a breeze with the fun and optional packable pocket with strap. So that's a pocket that you put on the back of it. So here's one of the versions. I've seen so many gorgeous versions, including colour blocked versions. Let me just see if there are any line drawings. This shows you, it's going to be a bit tricky to see, but this shows you how to fold it up and pack it away in the pouch bag with a strap. So here is a line drawing of the jacket, just so you can see some of the features. So you've got the welt pockets, the waistband is finished with elastic, and then the sleeves are also finished with elastic. And then you can use snaps for this detail here, or you can use buttons for this detail. And then it's got the lovely sport collar as well. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I absolutely love this version on the front as well. So I've got some fleece fabric on its way from Fabric Godmother, but then I've also got some quilted fabric that I bought from First for Fabric ages ago in 3 different colourways. So I think it was a lilac, a blue and a pink quilted fabric, I think. So my plans are to use those 3 fabrics to make a colour blocked version of the Pogo Nip pullover, and I'm very excited about that. I know realistically I'm probably not going to get that done for a couple of weeks, because like I said, I've got quite a lot of things coming up over the next few weekends, but definitely over Christmas I've got plans to sew up a version or 2 of this pattern. But I absolutely love this pattern, and like I said, all of the versions I've seen on Instagram already I absolutely love, so I'm very excited about sewing up that pattern. There's been loads of emails from fabric companies trying to tempt me to buy fabric, and I have resisted so far. Sew Me Sunshine have got some absolutely gorgeous party wear fabrics that have just been added to their website, and they've got this absolutely beautiful jersey fabric that's got this really gorgeous kind of, I want to see a geometric print all over it. I'll put a picture in. I'm very tempted to buy some of that fabric to sew up a really comfortable Christmas dress. I'm resisting temptation at the moment, but if I did buy some, I think I would sew up the Deer and Doe Orage dress in that gorgeous fabric. But they have just added some beautiful embroidered fabrics to their website, some satin fabrics to their website. There's some velvet fabrics they've just added. So I'll link them down below if you haven't seen. But I subscribe to their newsletter, so I'm always being tempted by their gorgeous fabrics. And then the lovely Fleur et Euse has also got a 30% sale on their website at the moment. Kaylee's having a little break from selling fabrics, and she has shared a discount code so you can get 30% off fabrics on her site using the code PAULS23. I have already virtually shopped and added loads of fabrics to my basket. And then I'm going to go back and just revise what is in my basket and see which ones I actually do want. But there's a fantastic discount at the moment of 30% off all of the fabrics on Fleuria's website. So I'll link the website down below. Go and treat yourself, because 30% off is a fantastic discount. So the next thing that I'd like to share with you is another small sewing channel. So like I mentioned, I think I've mentioned in my last couple of Sunday sewing catch-ups, I'm going to try and share some small sewing YouTube channels that I've discovered just by using the hashtag small sewing channel. And I'm going to try and aim to share one a week in all of my Sunday sewing catch-ups. So the channel that I have just recently discovered is Erin Sews over on YouTube. She's got a whole range of videos over on her YouTube channel, from fabric hauls. She takes part in the Friday Sews videos. There's some pattern review videos, over 40 videos for you to go back and watch from the beginning. And I'm really enjoying, I've just started to watch from the beginning, and I'm really enjoying watching her videos. She does a range of videos, not just garment sewing, but also quilt sewing as well. So I thought I'd give her a little mention, and I'll link her channel down below so you can go and give her a little follow. So her channel is called Erin Sews. And then I always like to finish with my sewing plan. So I am being very sensible at the moment, because I know that I've got a couple of weeks where work's going to be really busy. I've also got quite a lot of markets coming up as well, because it's Christmas season. So I'm going to be carrying on with the trainers. I haven't done any more with the trainers yet. I've still got all of my bits of rows of squares stitched together. I now need to make them into a bigger piece of fabric. So I'm just going to keep on doing that as and when I've got time. I also would really love to start thinking about fabrics for the pogo knit pullover, and I've got that fabric that I talked about, the quilted fabric, that I'm going to pull out and start thinking about how I want that fabric to come together. And then I've got the fleece fabric that will hopefully arrive from Fabric Godmother soon as well. I have got a new Craft House everyday dress cut out in a green and white gingham linen, viscose linen fabric that I got from Fabric Godmother as well. So I want to start putting that together as well. But yeah, I'm going to take a break from my Sunday sewing catch-up videos for the next couple of weeks. So I'll probably be back on a Sunday in 3 weeks' time. I have got some other videos that I've filmed that I'm hoping to get a chance to edit and bring out on a Wednesday. But next weekend I'm doing a Christmas market on the Sunday, and I'll be busy on the Saturday baking for that, because it's quite a big event that we go to. The following week I've got 2 Christmas markets, and then we've got all the Christmas shows and things taking place at school. So I'm just being really sensible with my time, and just reminding myself that I can't do everything. So unfortunately I will have to take a little break for the next couple of weeks, but I am hoping that I'll get a chance to edit some of my Wednesday videos, so you will still get a video from me, you just won't get a Sunday video from me. But then I'll be back hopefully just before Christmas, and I'll be able to share lots of lovely things, because I'm planning to get lots of things sewn up as Christmas gifts. So hopefully I'll be able to share all the gifts that I've been sewing up as well. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing what I've been getting up to, seeing some of the things that I've been busy sewing. I've really enjoyed sewing for Lola as well as myself this week. And then don't forget that blog is coming out over on the Felicity Fabrics website about my pom-pom jumper, so you can read all about how I got on making that. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd really love it if you could hit that subscribe button, because you'll get notified of when I bring out my next video. Thank you as always for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.